This is Newsround. We're live on CBBC from Wembley Stadium in London, where history was made last night as England's Lionesses won the Women's Euros, which means...
It's all home!
Yes, welcome to Wembley in London. No, last night was not a dream. Football really is coming home. England's Lionesses won that fantastic match against Germany to win the Women's Euros. It's their first major tournament win ever, and it truly was an epic evening of brilliant football. The atmosphere here was just electric. These girls, who I'm going to be talking to in a bit, did you love it?
Yeah!
They absolutely loved it. Well, if you didn't see it, where were you? Let's relive the magic once again.
Honestly, it's amazing. Thank you everyone that came out to support us. This is what dreams are made of.
These are the words of match winner Chloe Kelly. Her goal in extra time saw England's women lift a major trophy for the first time in their history. And it's the first one any senior England side has won since the 1966 Men's World Cup. In a nerve-wracking match, it took the Lionesses an hour to score first. Substitute Ella Toone running onto a brilliant pass from Keira Walsh to lob the goalkeeper and put England 1-up. But just when it seemed that would be enough to bring home the trophy, Germany equalised with just 10 minutes to go. It meant the game went into extra time with the possibility of a dreaded penalty shootout. But then England took the lead again. A cross from a corner, a goal-mouth scramble, and Chloe Kelly poked the ball home to spark off wild celebrations from the players and the fans. What a moment. The Lionesses make history, changing the women's game in England forever as football finally came home.
It really is. Now, there was a record 87,000 people in the stadium behind me here watching that match. And Newsround were here, of course, to speak to kids as they came out after that final whistle. And this is what they had to say.
Every time they scored, they was all screaming and everything. When England scored a point, everyone was shouting, "Yay!" I think I like the goals because they really sharply went into those corners.
When Chloe Kelly scored the second goal for England. It's a brilliant goal and I loved it.
My mum went crazy and she literally just picked me up and carried me around like a boomerang.
It was exciting because the women's and the men's, England just hasn't won in a long time.
Wow, it was amazing. It was very loud and incredible. So many people.
They put all their hard effort into it and now they've won.
I think I'm going to watch more women's football in the future because the women have just won a trophy and the men haven't in years. It inspired lots of people to play football, especially me. I do already play for a football team, but now it's even inspired me more to try harder.
The women's football team is just showing girls that they can play football, they can follow their dreams. If they want to play football, they can.
It's coming home! Yay! England won! Plus, football's coming home!
Well, I'm joined this morning by two girls' football teams not too far from here. We've got Brent and Kinja. First of all, I'm going to talk to you, Nancy, because you were actually at the game yesterday. Just tell us, what was it like?
Well, when the first goal was scored, the whole stadium erupted. It was so amazing.
And when they lifted up that trophy, what did that mean for you?
Well, it's taken so long for England to get any trophies. It's just so amazing, living through history.
And when you went home after the match, what did you do?
I watched the match again on replay.
You watched the match again. That is dedication, and I'm not surprised. It was absolutely wicked. Lois, what about you? What was your highlight of the match?
Probably seeing Up because I'm a goalie as well, and battling through the rough moments of being hurt, she still carried on, and that's partly what led them to that victory.
Has this really inspired you to kind of pick up the football and get out there and really just learn to be the best that you can be?
Yes, it has, because women don't get much attention in this, and now they're bringing more it's getting a bit bigger
Well
in
done.
pace.
Listen, thank you for chatting to us. Leah, I know that you're a massive football fan. Just tell us, what does it mean for young girls? How inspirational will this be for the future of women's football?
Well, even though some young girls have played football, they can keep on training and never give up. And it really inspires other young girls who haven't played football to make friends and also to never give up.
I love it, Leah. That's a great answer. And Iris, what about you? What was your highlight from yesterday's match?
Probably when Chloe Kelly scored the second goal, because if it had gone into penalties,
It would have been too nerve-wracking.
yeah.
It would have just been so much harder. Well, listen, thank you so much for talking to us this morning and for just being here and, you know, soaking up this atmosphere. I've just had such a wonderful morning. Thank you so, so much. Well, listen, if you want to find out more about what happened yesterday, then don't forget to head to the Newsround website where you can watch all of the goals, and you can also catch up with the rest of today's top stories as well. Well, it was a truly epic night here at Wembley Stadium. There'll be a massive victory parade later on today at Trafalgar Square. Just to think that 100 years ago, women's football was banned by the FA. So much has changed. Let's see what happened over the last couple of weeks.
We know what to expect and we're ready for it. Pressure's a privilege.
Everything is more, bigger, more expectations, higher expectations. The level of the game is higher.
Don't want to feel the way I did, you know, losing them semi-finals. So hopefully we can do one better and get to the final this time.
Kirby to Beth Mead. Is this the moment? Off the line. It's a goal. Stanway, brilliant. You just don't say perfect penalty from Georgia Stanway. On Walsh, and the rebound is in. Barnstorming performance from England. They have arrived at Euro 2022. Rousseau! Oh, that is absolutely brilliant! Wait. Goes for goal! Oh my word!
We've got the fight, we've got the spirit, and we're absolutely unbelievable.
Bronze keeps it going. England will get their shot at glory.
We have to fight every day and we fight for those little girls every single day we step out onto a pitch.
It is Hemp and it is deep. It's in! It's all over!
This day of our lives, like seriously, we've just watched England win the Euros, like that might not ever happen again.
Honestly, it's amazing. Thank you everyone that came out to support us. This is what dreams are made.